going to do a quick one here. Well, it's a nice sunny day outside and the thoughts popped into my head. So water retention and its relationships with electrolyte imbalances. So after my show, I was absolutely blown up, felt awful, to the point of I went on a night out the week after, I couldn't even bend down to tie my shoes. Felt disgusting, stomach was bloated, I was just puffy, I felt horrible, which is not good. And I'm someone who's always suffered from quite a lot of water retention. And obviously guys, if you're going to take diuretics during a show, please just research. Google's there, they're fucking dangerous. You need to know what electrolytes they're going to flush out, what effects that has, what then you need to put back in. For example, if they flush sodium out, it's not the end of the world, but you probably just go flat. If they flush potassium out, you can be in real serious health problems. So be careful with that. So that's a bit of warning. But basically what I did after the show, so for 2 weeks I'm trying everything, and my weight's like 10 kilos up, I look like shit, I felt awful. Alright, I got good pumps in the gym, I felt like crap. And then one Friday night after I'd been at work, and I just sweated my balls off for an hour and a half teaching classes. Still, it was just going nowhere. My cells were just holding onto it. And then I started increasing my potassium because I thought about it and I researched, and it was one of those that if your electrolytes, especially sodium and potassium, are out of balance, your body just holds the water. So what I did was literally get some potassium chloride powder, which you can get, I got from iherbs.com. Saturday, the next day, I was doing 2 grams at a time, maybe sometimes in water, a bit horrible. So like during a meal, in a shot of water, necking it back, tastes like shit, obviously it tastes like salt. I also use that on my food instead of sodium as well now, so then it keeps my sodium down, increase my potassium up, because potassium actually should be higher than sodium. Most people are the other way around, like massively up so in sodium. And because obviously I'd been post-show and binging on crap, high sodium food, my potassium's dead low because I'm not having any vegetables or anything that's high in potassium, and it just shifted the balance even further. So then when I went 2 grams in the morning, 2 grams midday, 2 grams in the evening. I went on a night out and I was sweating my balls off all night because literally and my body was just releasing, the cells were just releasing the water over and over and over, and it was just flushing off me, and you could feel my abs again by the end of the night. I must have dropped. I almost wanted to go weigh myself because obviously I live near work, and I wanted to go to the scales at work when I got home. I was so curious of what the hell I just dropped, because I was 115 constantly all week, kilos, and I probably was at least 112 by the time I'd finished that night out. It was ridiculous. My stomach was going flat and flat, and everyone's like, mate, you feel like a completely different person. What the fuck's just gone on the last few hours? And it was just that. Once electrolytes corrected itself, it just started flushing that water out. So if you do stuff for water retention, just give that a try. Give it a try. Just maybe try increasing your potassium. It's the easiest way to do it, to get that amount. Just get some potassium chloride powder. It costs £8. It lasts ages, 180 grams or something. You're doing 6 a day. It's going to last ages. I've got this adjustable scooper thing, but there's loads of like my protein supplements and things that have a little 1 gram scooper, just to get 2 grams in. 2 grams in, 2 grams in. I'll be really careful with potassium, because if you have too much in one go, especially throughout the day, it's fine. Too much in one go can cause issues with your heart, so be careful with that. But just going 2 grams, up to 6, up to 8, depending how much you need, depending on how high your sodium is, to keep them in balance, and just see if it drops that water retention. Because I just dry out all of a sudden, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? And it's literally just the electrolyte imbalance.